announcements, Alexis.
Starting in the neighborhood, this player took the neighborhood over with, get this, nearly 8,000 wins.
8,000 wins? That could only be one person. Congratulations, Rebirth GTV. Moving on over to the city, it is tough out there, but one player stood tall and showed elite skills. Your 2K25 city champion is
Tufferson X. Congratulations.
Boston has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Celtics.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the Arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's MP in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's MP after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Can't hit from the elbow.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
That one drops for him.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Brown passes to MP. From behind the arc. Off target with the shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Mad money popping out the register. It's going out hot summer in this metaverse. Bankroll, get the loot and the tender. There's no contender. I am the spender. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Buddha's going down. Health is wealth, never find me clowning. Thought I'd be on top, but I'm drowning. Swimming in coins, Italian fountain. Mine's going up, your account is bouncing. I keep the lucky cat pouncing. My Nicky Necko ain't frowning. Keychain, piggy bank, I'm surrounded.
Chris. All right, so we have you clocked in at over 8,000 wins this year. What is the secret to the success out here?
Before we announce the next winner, ready for some more 2KTV Interactive? Paint protectors are so valuable to team defense in the NBA.
So, which player led the...
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Now, a look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And I'm for Greg. This might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Of course, Ja Morant's name first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here are the Grizzlies now. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. He gets that one.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's White, and he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Now here's Morant. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Bane against White. Charity stripe shot. Buries the jump shot.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
MP against Morant. And there it is for him. And here is Bane. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Oh, the power on that through-down.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam game. MP's shot is good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of the offensive engine.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. His first chance at the line here.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Free throw good from Brown. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. And it's MP in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. MP, the putback, misses the follow-up. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some.
This guy's one of the most elite athletes in the game. Jaylen Brown finishes beautifully.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Back to Morant. A second chance effort. Tries yet again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Already an MVP caliber talent. Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
Both free throws good from Morant. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health. Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Horford against Jackson. Bane looking around. Offensive rebound. 80 can't hit. Boston leading by 13. MP, that's for 2. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 14 points for MP.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on...
So it's Boston up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection.
50, the Grizzlies, 38.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward. Memphis moving it around. Wells passes to Jackson. Wants to get it to Bane, and does.
Putting some real power behind his motion. Bane takes it straight to the rim.
MP against Morant. A 3 from MP. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by 15. Wells wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
MP kicks to Brown. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. Jackson with it. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a defender. But the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
The Celtics have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
Got that one up quick. 19 points for MP.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And stolen by MP. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 6.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Morant. And another basket for Memphis.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Brown the pass to White. At the elbow, it's MP. It's rebounded by Memphis. To the middle, here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Now a timeout called by Memphis. MP's really making a difference here.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And a new group in for the Celtics.
Substitution on the court.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Horford the pass to MP. He tries for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 25 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. And it's MP in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
And the foul called on MP.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Morant scanning the floor. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Team foul.
MP against Morant.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
White the pass to MP. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. White finds MP, and he converts the layup. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Jackson comes in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Bane. Morant against White. And it's denied. And they're able to recover.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Derek White. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw.
Shooting for Memphis, Luke Kennard at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Kennard.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots at about 40.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. Get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Mad money popping out the register. It's going out hot summer in this metaverse. Bankroll, get the loot and the tender. There's no contender. I am the spender. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Buddha's going down. Health is wealth, never find me clowning. Thought I'd be on top, but I'm drowning. Swimming in coins, Italian fountain. Mine's going up, your
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. A shot of the Celtics earlier, coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And the Milwaukee starting five. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the three, the small forward. And for Boston, the perimeter pairing. It's White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Torrey Craig. And it's MP in at the point. And in terms of the NBA Cup tournament, this Eastern quarterfinals game is a must-win for these two group winners. Lose and you're out of the running for the NBA Cup.
Yeah, make no mistake. This might count as a regular season game statistically, but there's nothing regular about it. These teams are battling for their shot at that NBA Cup.
Now here's Brown. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Lillard against MP. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Tell you what, Dame wasn't unknown entering the league, but I'm not sure many folks predicted this kind of career for him.
Here's MP. Offense rebound, Celtics. The shot no good. Here's Antetokounmpo. He gets it in there.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Now here's MP. Coming off a solid outing against Memphis. Counted from distance. First quarter, just over a minute played. MP's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Lillard passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo surveys. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And Craig pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And here's MP from outside. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And Lillard puts up a deep three. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. A nice shot by MP.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Lillard. They can't stop the run with that one.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easy. At some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Antetokounmpo. After the basket by Boston. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Al Horford's checked in for Craig. Boston on offense. They're on a 20-3 run. And here's MP from outside. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Some changes for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Line change here for Boston. Derek White out there with MP. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the Boston 5.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Lillard. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Hey, every time Dame shoots it, you feel like it's going to drop.
Lillard against MP. From outside, off the mark. Bucks trail by 20. Lillard into the lane. And the dunk by Lillard.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range, command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Milwaukee with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Lillard. 4-3. Good to see it fall for him. Now 3 for 9.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He tallied 32 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Once he found his rhythm, it was pretty much over. He found a way to do whatever he wanted. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And Grant, with this game being the quarterfinals matchup in the NBA Cup, it'll be interesting to see just how much these teams are willing to lay it on the line.
Yeah, some teams didn't make any changes during group play, but that mentality can change in a heartbeat when you know this could be the end of the road if you drop the game tonight. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn, and he gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And here's Brown for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got 5 points.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Antetokounmpo inside. Craig's there. Can't get it to drop. Porzingis finds MP. The offensive rebound. Brown uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Now here's Craig. Still no points. And here's MP from outside. Giannis with the rebound. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. For 3, here's Lillard. Rebounded by the Celtics. White's got 4 rebounds now.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And the basket by MP.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out. Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Pass to MP. Fires for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a commanding lead to end the quarter.
For the Bucks, 27.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, the Celtics shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. On the court right now for the Bucks. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now. And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's White. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Craig passes to MP. And that one's good. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that one drops.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Brown finds MP. Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Lillard against MP. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Trent. Jacks up a 3. Lillard can't get that one to fall. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Lillard against MP. Second chance shot. The shot by Lillard, no good.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
White, the pass to MP. And it's Boston scoring again.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000 point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Now here's Brown. He has 7. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
It's hauled in by White. White's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Trent. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You got to keep Kuzma in front of you, especially in transition. Once he gets behind you, it's done.
Craig inside. Antetokounmpo covering. Antetokounmpo with the block. For 3, here's Lillard. Rebounded by the Celtics.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
MP the pass to Brown. And he gets the bucket. Brown's got 9.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's at high.
So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Mad money popping out the register. It's going out hot summer in this metaverse. Bankroll, get the loot and the tender. There's no contender. I am the spender. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight. Tricks of the trade. You got the power. Let me show you the way.
Get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich. It's gonna get rich.
Buddha's going down. Health is wealth, never find me clowning. Thought I'd be on top, but I'm drowning. Swimming in coins, Italian fountain. Mine's going up, your account is bouncing. I hit the lucky cat pouncing. My Nicky Necko ain't frowning. Keychain, piggy bank, I'm surrounded. Even if you poor, you rich. If your mind right, promise every note, get your grind tight. If you see the money, then you see the light. I'll be blowing through it at the speed of light. Growing like stalactites. Capital, cabbage, chips and change.